नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप सभी का एचजीडी क्लासेस में स्वागत है। इन दिस वीडियो वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट फोर्स एंड प्रेशर। दिस इज द थर्ड लेसन ऑफ एट्थ साइंस जनरल साइंस महाराष्ट्र स्टेट बोर्ड। ओके, तो इसके बारे में जान लेंगे हम लोग व्हाट इज मीन ऑफ फोर्स। ओके, सो a stationary object cannot move from its own place till no an external force is acting on it okay, so कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा तो अपनी जगह से हिल नहीं सकता जब तक उसके ऊपर कोई भी एक्सटर्नल फोर्स एक्ट नहीं करते। ओके, or a moving object cannot change its motion or cannot change its direction till the no force is acting on it. Okay, so to perform all these activities, some pictures are shown in your book also. You can see that to pushing a car, okay, or to pulling a dog, okay, or to kick a ball. Okay, so these all actions required the force. Okay, so what is force? Okay, so whenever there is a displacement, okay, of an object from one place to another place, the force is act on that object. Okay, and this is true. कभी भी आपकी किसी भी ऑब्जेक्ट की अगर डिस्प्लेसमेंट हो रही है, उसकी जगह बदल रही है, वो एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जा रहा है, उसका स्पीड बदल रहा है, उसकी डायरेक्शन बदल रही है, सो व्हेनेवर दीज मूवमेंट्स आर हैपन्स, व्हेनेवर these actions are happen at that time, certain force is acting on that object. Okay, तो उसको बोलते हैं force. Okay, first we'll know about the few things about force, because there are so many types of forces and they act in different ways and they have the different type of equations. But in this lesson we are going to know the general things about the force and pressure. So let's start from the point number one. What is the, I have written this two equation, F is equal to m into a and P is equal to F upon a. Okay, this is the derivation of pressure and this is the force. Okay, force is the product of mass and acceleration. Okay, force is the product of mass and acceleration. You know the unit of force. Force is measured in newtons, so your SI unit is newton and your CGS unit is dyne. Okay, but before that it is a product of mass and acceleration. So if I am going to derive the unit for the force by using this equation, then I will get what I will get. Now see this force, if I write force is equal to mass and acceleration, mass is measured in kilograms and acceleration meter per second square. Okay, so I will get this equation, okay, this unit for the force, kilogram meter per second square. Okay, so this is comparable to 1 newton. Okay, this 1 unit comparable to 1 newton. Okay, and this newton 1 newton, so it is denoted by n, and this is the unit of force. Okay, this is the unit of force. And if according to given equation, pressure is what? Force upon area. Okay, okay, pressure is force upon area, so pressure is directly proportional to force and inversely proportional to area. Okay, these things are also very interesting things and we will know all these things. हम लोग एक सारी चीज़ें जानेंगे. Whatever the things I am explaining here with the help of book only. At this moment I don't have any digest, so whatever the answers I am going to give you, or whenever you are going to solve the exercise of this lesson, don't expect that my solutions will match with your digest solution, but that solution will be 99% correct. Okay, so just I'm going to clear your doubts, or just I'm going to explain the lesson for understanding purpose only. There is nothing means I have no different target. Okay, means my target is only your understanding. Okay, so once you understood, you can do yourself. But so this is okay, this is known as unit of force. 1 kg meter per second is equal to 1 newton, and this is the unit of force. And pressure is directly proportional to force and pressure is inversely proportional to area. So the force is increases, okay, or pressure is increases when there is more force and less area. Okay, pressure is increases when there is a more force and less area. Okay, so this is the one of the condition. Next, some diagrams and pictures which are shown in your book, you can check it. So in that cases you will see that one of the person just pushing the car. Okay, so what happened, so he apply the force of his body on the car. Okay, one of the person who is trying to pull his dog towards himself, okay, in a motion. Okay, so you can see that he apply the force on that dog. Okay, one of the person just kicking the football. Okay, so he apply the force on that football. Okay, so these are the some actions. Okay, for these actions you need to apply the force on the object. Okay, so you take that examples. I cannot draw that all diagrams here, but I just give you idea. Okay, so now after this point will come, this is the unit of force. Okay, so this is the SI unit. Okay, Newton is SI unit, it is SI unit. Okay, don't forget. and your dyne, okay, dyne, one of the another unit, dyne, it is a CGS unit, okay. Okay, CGS means centimeter, gram and second, okay. SI means system international, means the unit which is applicable everywhere in the world is known as the SI unit, okay. So it is usable or it is used all over the world, okay. But in some countries they use the different unit. It depends on their depends on their सिस्टम, ओके. सो वी विल नॉट टॉक ऑन दैट टॉपिक, बट हम लोग ये देखेंगे इसका यूनिट है, ओके. न्यूटन इज यूनिट, सीजीएस यूनिट. मेरे पास डाइन है. मेरे पास दो तरह की फोर्सेस होते हैं, वन इज कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स, वन इज अ नॉन कॉन्टैक्ट फोर्स, ओके. सो वेन एवर देर इज द टू एक्शंस हैपनिंग इन डायरेक्ट contact with one another, okay. So just pushing a car or pulling a dog or kicking a ball, so in these all actions you will see both objects are in action, okay. So just these are the in contact. My hands are in contact with my vehicle, okay, or my car, okay. My hands are in contact with the dog, okay, or the rope of the dog, okay, by which I am pulling to that, okay. Or when I kicking a ball, my legs or my feet is in contact with the ball, okay. So in all these actions, the force which is applied by one object to another object, it is in the direct contact, it is in the direct. So that type of forces are known as contact forces. So whenever you are using your muscles, your arms, your legs, so your body parts, so that type of force is known as muscular force, okay. What is the name of that force? Muscular force. So you just try to apply the muscular force on the objects. So first type is contact forces, muscular force, frictional force, okay. The force which stabilize your walking or your running or the vehicles running on the road. So the force which is present between the road and the tires of a vehicle, or the force which is present between your feet and the road, and that force is most IMP force because it stabilize your walking or stabilize your running on the road, and it gives you balance to your body, okay. So that force is most IMP force, and that is also contact force, and its name is a frictional force, okay. और उसको हम लोग बोलते हैं फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. तो ये दो चीजें आप याद रखो. फर्स्ट इज द मस्कुलर फोर्स, सेकंड इज द फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स. And these type of forces which are present directly in contact with the object are called as the contact forces, okay. Those forces which are directly in contact with with contact with the object, present with the contact with the object, are called as the contact forces. Some more examples are also there. Spring force, okay, tension force, okay, normal force. So you can check out whatever the more examples which are related to your contact forces, okay. So this is the first point we have discussed. And second type is the non-contact forces, like the gravitational force, okay. Whenever there is any action happening on the earth surface, okay, the ball is going in upward direction and again coming to the downward direction and fall on the ground, okay. The reason is what? The force on the ball acting in the opposite direction when it is thrown in the upward direction, that force is known as gravitational force. The force we cannot see, but it is present. It is not in direct contact, but it is present, okay. The force IMP force which stabilize the whole universe, okay. एक ऐसा फोर्स जो यूनिवर्स को स्टेबलाइज करता है, जो आपके अर्थ को स्टेबलाइज करता है, जो आपके नॉर्थ और साउथ पोल में ज़्यादा करके मतलब अर्थ के रोटेशंस को मतलब गति देता है, ओके. जो अर्थ को सन के अराउंड रिवॉल्व होने को गति देता है, ओके. तो ऐसा एक फोर्स है ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स विच इज नोन एज द यूनिवर्सल फोर्स. इसको यूनिवर्सल फोर्स भी बोला जाता है. एंड देयर इज अ लॉ ऑफ न्यूटन्स लॉ ऑफ universal law of the gravitational force, but it is not in the 8th standard, it is in the 10th standard. So I will learn that later, okay. तो ये चीज़ें याद रखो. Then मेरे पास है next type electrostatic force. One of the example is given in book. Just take a comb and just rub it against your ears, okay. Just rub it against your ears and then what you do, you just take the pieces of paper and just take the comb close to the pieces of paper. You will see that what happen, that pieces of paper gets attracted to comb and they stick the comb, okay. The reason, what is reason? When you rub that comb on your hairs, the electrostatic charges are produced, okay, and that charges just act on the paper of pieces, okay. So this type of force which we cannot see but it is present, okay. So that is static, means for movement the force is created for few movements, okay. So that force is known as electrostatic force. And this is non-contact force, magnetic force, okay, which is present on the earth also, as the south and north pole is exist but we cannot see it, but it is present. Okay, whenever any magnet is there and whenever you take that magnet close to the iron nails, cobalt, okay, so these are the means magnetic materials, magnetic metals, they get attract to the magnet, okay, very easily. Okay, so you will see that iron nails will get attracts toward the magnet. Okay, the reason, the force is acting on that iron nails, and that force is known as magnetic force. Okay, it is present on the both poles of the magnet. Okay, mostly present on the both poles of the magnet and slightly present on the middle part of the magnet. Okay, and the last one is the nuclear force. You have heard this word nuclear. Okay, जैसे कि हम लोग रेडियो एक्टिव एलिमेंट्स बोलते हैं कि छोटा सा एक एलिमेंट अगर मैं फोड़ दूं तो उससे बहुत ज़्यादा एनर्जी क्रिएट हो जाती है. ओके, सो यू नो दैट हेलोजन, ओके, hydrogen, okay, bombing. Okay, so this is one of the nuclear weapon. Okay, which mostly nuclear weapons are used in the battles. Okay, okay, between two countries battles. Okay, like this. So these nuclear material give you large amount of energy. What do you, they, so we cannot see that energy is present in that, and they create the force. Okay, so that type of force is also very MP force, and these all type of forces are known as non-contact forces. Okay, they are present but we cannot directly see in contact with any object. Okay, that's why they are known as non-contact forces. Okay, so the first two types I just explain you the contact forces, and second is non-contact forces. You can see I have written here. I'm not going to give you deep idea about all these things. And now come to the next point, the balance and unbalanced force. Okay, most time point, balance and unbalance. Okay, whenever the force amount on the both objects is equal, okay, the magnitude of the force on the both object is equal and the direction of the force is opposite, okay, then that two object gets balance on opposite sides. Okay, and that type of force is known as balance force. Okay, उसको balance बोलते हैं हम लोग, उसको मराठी में बोलते हैं संतुलित बल. ओके, सो इसको बल बोला जाता है. वेइंग पैंस का एग्जांपल है आपके पास, इट इज गिवन इन योर बुक. वन टेबल इज टेकन, देन देयर आर टू sides and the two weighing pans are there, and there is a string. Okay, they are hanged by the string, and then when I place the equal weight on the both sides, I will see they are in the at the equal place and they're at the balanced state. Okay, and that type of force which acts on the both sides of the weighing pans is equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, balance that both pans at the same place on the opposite sides of the table, and this force is known as balance force. If I put more weight on any other side, okay, any one side of the pan, I will see that pan moves towards the more weight side. Okay, so that type of force I will call unbalanced force. Okay, so balanced force always try to balance any object on the both of the sides, okay, in opposite direction. Okay, and unbalanced force, whenever there is unbalanced force, one object gets pulled towards the other object. Okay, so these are the two forces which are also very MP, because we have to discuss the force. One more example is given there, tug of war. Okay, whenever there are children, they are playing the tug of war game, you can see that whenever the both sides of the rope, okay, when they try to pull to each other, you will see when the both sides forces are equal, they cannot pull towards one another. Okay, but whenever one side force is increased, the other side will be pulled towards the more force side. Okay, तो ये एक मेरी गेम थी जिसको आपके बुक के अंदर दिया है, आप उसको देख सकते हैं. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ कंडीशन, व्हेनेवर ऑन द बोथ साइड्स, अपोजिट साइड, सेम फोर्स इज एक्टिंग, same magnitude is there present of the force. Okay, magnitude, it is a unit. Okay, so same quantity is present and the opposite side direction actions are there, then that force is known as balanced force. Okay, and when more force is present on any one side, then it is unbalanced force. Okay, so you should understood these both things once you go through the book. Okay, तो मुझे एक्सप्लेन करना तो मैंने कर दिया. अभी मैं कुछ चीज़ें बताता हूँ. These are the properties of several forces. Suppose if on any object several forces are acting in the same direction. Okay, so the final force will be equal to the addition of all that forces. Okay, this is very easy. When several forces are acting on same object in the same direction, the final force will be equal to the addition of all that forces. Okay, then उसके बाद मेरे पास है two forces. Okay, if both direction two forces are acting in opposite direction, so final force will be equal to the difference between the forces of both sides. Difference means इसको बोलते हैं subtraction. Okay, बड़े force से छोटे force को subtract करेंगे तो जो भी फोर्स बचेगा वो फाइनल फोर्स रहेगा इसमें. इट इज़ वेरी इजी. फर्स्ट इज एडिशन, सेकंड इज सब्सट्रैक्शन. व्हेनेवर फोर्सेस आर एक्टिंग इन द सेम डायरेक्शन ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट, the addition will take place. Okay, addition of forces, final force, resultant force will be the addition of all the forces. When they act on the opposite direction, the final force will be difference, means subtraction of the smaller force from the bigger force. Okay, it is very true. And the when okay, force magnitude. Okay, the one thing, force has magnitude and direction. Okay, if I am going to throw any ball, I have the direction. Okay, I am throwing this side, whichever, okay, whatever the side I want, I can throw the ball. Okay, so force has direction and magnitude, both things. Okay, smaller ball I can throw very fast. If I take larger ball, I cannot throw very fast. Okay, so these two condition I can just explaining, because the force has magnitude and direction, so it is a vector quantity. Okay, it is one of the physical quantity and it is a vector quantity, that's why it is a vector quantity. So you just remember these three property of the forces. Okay, and now come to the next, inertia. Okay, I want to explain this topic, inertia. You know that the tendency of an object to be in the same state of rest, the tendency of an object to be in the same state of rest is known as the inertia of an object. Okay, कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा तो अपनी जगह छोड़ना नहीं चाहता. अभी मैंने यहाँ पे वीडियो रिकॉर्डिंग चालू की, मैंने मोबाइल को यहाँ पे लगा दिया, ये मोबाइल अपनी जगह नहीं छोड़ना चाहता है. इट ट्राई टू बी एज इट इज in its condition. The reason, the every object in the universe or on the earth try to be in the state of rest, and that state of rest is known as inertia of an object. inertia मैं वापस एक बार बताता हूँ कि क्वांटिटी जो रहती है ना मैटर के अंदर, वो इनर्शिया डिसाइड करते हैं. हेवी मैटर ज़्यादा इनर्शिया रहता है. ओके, जगह से हिल नहीं सकता. जैसे हम लोग बोलते हैं फैटी पर्सन ज़्यादा फास्ट रन नहीं कर सकता, सेम बिकॉज द इनर्शिया इज मोर इन दैट केस. ओके, उसके बॉडी के अंदर की जो क्वांटिटी है मतलब फैट की, वो बहुत ज़्यादा है, उसको ज़्यादा रन करने नहीं देगी. ओके, तो जो भी कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा उसके अंदर की क्वांटिटी डिसाइड करती है इनर्शिया, ये बात याद रखोगे. सो देयर आर थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ इनर्शिया दैट आई हैव रिटन हियर. inertia of state of rest, inertia of state of motion, and directional inertia. Okay, these are three inertia I have just written here. Okay, tendency of an object to remain in its existing state. Okay, as it is, tendency of an object to remain in its existing state is known as inertia of an object. Tendency of an object remain in its existing state. जैसे है वैसे रहने की टेंडेंसी, जैसे कि कुछ बच्चों को भी रहती है, हमारी भी रहती है, हर अलग अलग इंसान रहते हैं, उनके अलग अलग एटीट्यूड रहते, अलग अलग बिहेवियर रहते. दे शुड नॉट चेंज वेरी इजीली. ओके, सो दैट इज द टेंडेंसी. वैसे ही कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा यूनिवर्स में, कोई भी ऑब्जेक्ट रहेगा यूनिवर्स में, उसके अंदर भी एक टेंडेंसी, इट नेवर चेंज इट्स टेंडेंसी वेरी इजीली. ओके, सो द टेंडेंसी ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट टू रिमेन in its existing state is known as its inertia. ओके, टेंडेंसी है, एक टेंडेंसी मतलब एक सोच है उसकी. ओके, वैसे की वैसे रहने की, उसको हम लोग इनर्शिया बोलते हैं. ओके, मराठीत त्याला जडत्व बोलतात. ओके, एवढं लक्षात घ्या. जडत्व म्हणजे हेवीनेस, वेट. ओके, लाईक दिस. सो नाउ देर आर थ्री इनर्शिया टाइप: स्टेट ऑफ रेस्ट, then state of motion, and directional inertia. Okay, state of rest. So every object try to remain in its state of rest whenever it is stationary. Okay, so this is inherent property of an object to be in the state of rest is known as state of rest inertia. Okay, or inertia of state of rest. Okay, second, inertia of motion. Every object whenever it is in the motion, it try to continue in its motion state. Okay, so that inertia is known as the inertia of motion. Okay, and the directional inertia. Okay, every object whenever it is moving in one direction, it will not going to change its direction very easily, and that type of condition is known as directional inertia. Okay, my definition will or will not be matched with the book. You have to refer the book for the perfect definition. Just I am trying to illustrate the examples. Okay, or illustrate the topics. मैं खाली आपको topics explain करके देने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ. मैं ये पूरा की पूरा लेसन वेरी सुन कंप्लीट करूँगा, आपकी एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व करके दूंगा. इट इज़ माई बेस्ट ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन दिस, एंड यू शुड ट्राई टू लर्न द कंसेप्ट फ्रॉम द बुक. आपको बुक से कंसेप्ट पढ़ने, मेरे पास डाइजेस्ट नहीं, मैंने पहले बोल के रखा है. सो माई सोल्यूशंस मे और मे नॉट मैच विथ योर डाइजेस्ट. आपको उनको एक बार रीचेक करके फिर एक्सेप्ट कर देना है. ओके, तो चलो मैंने कुछ टॉपिक आपको बता दिए. अभी हम लोग क्या करते हैं, आगे के टॉपिक की तरफ बढ़ते हैं, एंड देन विल ट्राई टू जस्ट मीन्स सारे टॉपिक्स कवर करने की कोशिश करेंगे, एंड विल ट्राई टू कंप्लीट द लेसन वेरी सुन विथ एक्सरसाइज. ओके, तो हम लोग बात करेंगे रिमेनिंग टॉपिक्स की। यहाँ पे मेरे पास है प्रेशर। ओके, आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू द प्रेशर इज द force upon the area, okay, on which the force is acting. Okay, this is known as pressure. Okay, so whenever the pressure is acting on any object, so its quantity or its strength or its effect is just depend on the area. Okay, if the smaller area is there, the larger force can be applied on it and larger pressure will be there. Okay, and if the bigger area is there, so less pressure is act on the bigger area. Okay, so one of the example is given in your book. You can see that the camel's feet, okay, at the bottom are flattened, okay, or broad. Okay, so that broad feet will help the camels to walk uh, on the sand, okay, which is pressure on the desert. Okay, so they can just their pressure gets reduced whenever they walk on it. Okay, so one of the example, it is very good example. Okay, so if the area is larger, less pressure is applied, less forces act on that area. Okay, so very important point is, it is the pressure is directly proportional to the force, and it is inversely proportional to there is light, so you cannot see the pressure. Force directly proportional, inversely proportional to the area on which it acts, force acts on the area. Okay, तो ये एक चीज याद रखो, प्रेशर. So what is pressure? So force per unit area, it is known as pressure actually, force per unit area. Okay, so the pressure is directly proportional to the force, and it is inversely proportional to the area on which the force is acting. Okay, so but whenever there is large area, so it is inversely, that's why inversely. If large area, less pressure is acting on it. If the smaller area, more pressure is acting on it. So you can take the examples. Whenever you take the iron nails or anything which will be sharp, like your knives, you can easily cut the fruits with the vegetables with the knife. Okay, with the sharpened end. Okay, if you take the blunt, okay, blunt side, okay, you cannot cut the vegetables or the fruits very easily, because in on the sharp side you can see that it is very small, and when you just try to cut by that side, the very easily you can cut, because the pressure and the force acting on that side is very high as compared to the blunt side. Okay, so blunt knife cannot cut the vegetables or the fruits very fast, but the sharp knife can cut the vegetables or fruits very fast, because the area is smaller and pressure acts on it very high. Okay, तो एक रीजन है मेरे पास. दूसरा एक आपको एग्जांपल दिया, कैमल्स. ओके, देयर फीट्स बॉटम साइड इज फ्लैटन और ब्रॉड. फॉर दैट रीजन, because of that broad feet, okay, bottom side. Okay, so what happen, they can easily walk on the sand in the desert. Okay, तो उनको कंफर्टेबल हो जाता है वॉकिंग के लिए. तो ये भी आपका एक अच्छा एग्जांपल है. मेरे पास प्रेशर के अलग अलग टाइप रहते हैं, उनके बारे में हम लोग शॉर्टली डिस्कस करेंगे. यहाँ पे मैंने देखा यूनिट मेरे पास है न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर, बिकॉज द यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स इज न्यूटन and area is meter square. Okay, area is measured in meters, that's why it is a Newton meter square. Okay, Newton meter square, the unit of the pressure, it is a SI unit. Okay, and it is known as Pascal, it is known as Pascal. Okay, so Pascal, 1 Pascal is equal to 1 Newton meter square. Okay, so 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 Pascal. Okay, this is the atmospheric. Okay, atmospheric. Okay, whenever we are going to measure the atmospheric pressure, so we use this unit. Okay, 1 bar, it is 1 bar is equal to 10 raised to 5 पास्कल. ओके, ये दोनों के बीच का रिलेशन आपको याद रखना है, आपको काम है. प्रेशर ऑन सॉलिड्स. ओके, व्हेनेवर द सॉलिड्स व्हिच आर प्रेजेंट, ओके, इन द नेचर, इन द एटमॉस्फेयर, देयर इज अ प्रेशर ऑन दैट सॉलिड्स. ओके, बिकॉज द fluids like the air and the water liquids, they apply the pressure in all direction. Whenever they are in container, they apply the pressure in all direction. Okay, if I fill the air in the balloon, I will see that it apply the pressure on all sides of the balloon. That's why it gets, okay, means the size of balloon increases. Okay, and it gets filled with the air. Okay, it gets filled with the air. The reason, whenever the fluids are there, they just apply the pressure in all direction. Okay, this one most time points. So whenever the solids which are present in the nature, there is pressure acts on the solids. Okay, even though on our body also the pressure is acts. Okay, so atmospheric pressure is acting. Okay, but whatever the veins, whatever the arteries which are filled with the blood, okay, and the equal pressure is applied by these arteries and these blood vessels and these veins to the atmospheric pressure. That's why we could not feel this pressure, or we will not feel the pressure of the एटमॉस्फेयर। ओके, तो ये रीज़न है हमारी बॉडी के अंदर के ब्लड के वेसल्स के और कैपिलरीज के जो भी प्रेशर मतलब क्रिएट किया जाता है, वो प्रेशर से हम लोग एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर को क्या करते हैं, टॉलरेट करते हैं। ओके, सो वी कैन नॉट फील द एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर विच इज एक्टिंग ऑन आवर बॉडी, द रीजन इज लाइक दिस। ओके, बट ओके व्हेन सॉलिड्स आर प्रेजेंट द प्रेशर इज एक्स ऑन द सॉलिड्स। ओके, हम लोग देखते हैं कि कुछ दिनों के बाद अगर मैं कोई भी स्टोन ले लूँ तो उसका मतलब धीरे धीरे डिके होके उसका मिट्टी में कन्वर्जन हो जाता है, बिकॉज द एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर एक्स ऑन दैट सॉलिड्स। ओके, द रीजन इज लाइक दिस। ओके, सो यू कैन सी द नेचुरल एग्जाम्पल्स फॉर दिस and you try to learn this, what is the pressure or which type of pressure is acting on the solids. Okay, and the pressure of liquids. Okay, यहाँ पे what is pressure of liquids because liquids are also fluids. Okay, the liquids also apply the pressure on the surrounding area. Suppose the river is there, suppose the lake is there, suppose the sea is there, so the coastal areas, okay, they apply the pressure on the coastal areas. Similarly, river apply the pressure on the both sides. Okay, and that's why whenever you सी द पिक्चर ऑफ रेनी सीजन, ओके, आपको दिखेगा कि कई कई पे मतलब ऐसे खड्डे बन जाते हैं। ओके, कई कई पे वैलीज प्रोड्यूस हो जाती है। ओके, द रीजन व्हाट, द लिक्विड अप्लाई द प्रेशर ऑन द सॉलिड्स। ओके, इट कैरी द solids with itself. Okay, so ये reason है. So this is the pressure of liquids. Okay, if you fill the liquid in any container, it just try to apply the pressure on all sides of that container. Any container, you take any example. Okay, you can feel that liquid in the balloons also. Okay, you can see this. Okay, and what happen if the liquid is overflooded? Okay, then it flows, okay, from the above side. If there is any hole present in the any container, then liquid flow out from that hole. Okay, so why the pressure is acting on that liquid? Okay, the pressure is acting on that liquid, or the liquids apply the pressure. Okay, and they flow in the upward, in the downward direction. Okay, हमेशा liquids क्या रहते higher level to lower level flow होते. Okay, मेरे पास एक gas pressure, you see that the gas is applying pressure. Now the best example, cyclone. Okay, that Nisarga cyclone. Okay, we had experienced it. Okay, so how badly it affects, okay, how badly it affected the livelihood, okay, of the people. Okay, just destroy the homes, then their roofs and everything else. Okay, very badly. So this pressure is known as the gas pressure. Okay, so this is the gases means the air also apply the pressure. Okay, and whenever I fill the air in any container, it take the shape of that container and plus apply the pressure on the all sides of the container. Okay, और हम लोग बोलेंगे walls of all walls of the container. Okay, तो सारे बाजू में pressure applied करता है. Okay, and finally I will come to the atmospheric pressure. It is one of the pressure which is present in the atmosphere. Okay, it is always present in the atmosphere. So that pressure is known as the atmospheric pressure, which is present in the atmosphere, and what are the pressure which is applied by the atmosphere on the different living organisms and non-living bodies. That pressure is known as atmospheric pressure. और उस pressure को मैं यहाँ पे देखता हूँ atmospheric pressure. 1 atmosphere is equal to 101 into 10⁻³ Pascal. ये इसका relation है standard. Okay, 101 into 10⁻³ okay, 1 atmosphere. So 1 bar is equal to 10⁵ Pascal. So same, this is at least, if I am going to convert this, suppose if I take 100 and into 10⁻³, okay, so I will get 10⁵. You can see this, इसका रिलेशन थोड़ा समझ के 101 दिया है यहाँ पे, लेकिन मैंने 100 ले लिया ना, तो मुझे ये रिलेशन मिलता है 10⁵ पास्कल का. एक बार आप देख लो. एंड इसको 1 बार को हम लोग बोलते हैं 1 बार इज इक्वल टू 10⁻³ मिली बार. ओके, ये छोटा यूनिट है, ये बड़ा यूनिट है. ओके, दिस इज द बिगर साइज यूनिट, दिस इज स्मॉलर साइज. एंड 1 मिली बार इज इक्वल टू 10⁻² पास्कल अप्रोक्सीमेटली, इसको बोलते हैं अप्रोक्सीमेटली. ओके, हेक्टो पास्कल इसको बोला जाता है. तो ये कुछ यूनिट्स आपके बुक के अंदर दिए, आपको एक बार देख लेना है, आपके दिमाग में आ जाएंगे. इसका मतलब क्या है समझ के ले लो. बहुत देखो, साइंस जो है आपको अंडरस्टूड करके लेने से ज़्यादा फायदा होता है. ओके, ओनली रीडिंग इज नॉट इनफ. ओके, यू शुड यूज द साइंटिफिक लैंग्वेज इन द राइटिंग of science. Okay, so whenever you are going to write the answers in science, you should use the scientific language. You cannot use the local language for that. Okay, you cannot use the English language for that. It has its own language. Science has its own language, so better way you write in the scientific language, so you will get marks. Okay, तो ये मेरा एक टॉपिक था. यहाँ पे मैंने यहाँ आपको इलस्ट्रेट किया 10⁻1 101 इंटू 10⁻³ पास्कल. इसको अगर मैं 100 लेके करता हूँ तो मुझे 10⁻5 ये मिलेगा. सो 1 बार
10⁵ पास्कल, इट इज़ 1 एटमॉस्फेयर. ओके, सो ये सेम रिलेशन है. ओके, ये आप समझ के ले लो. एंड दिस इज 10⁵ मिली बार. ओके, ये भी सेम रिलेशन, इनको एक साथ लिखा है. 1 मिली बार इज इक्वल टू 10⁵ पास्कल अप्रोक्सीमेटली, हेक्टो पास्कल बोलते हैं इसको. ये थोड़ा सा स्लाइडली समझ के ले लो, आपको काम आएगा. मेरे पास एक और टाइप है buoyant force. ओके, buoyant force, it is one of the type of force whenever the liquids, okay, whenever the solids which are partially or means fully, okay, immerse in the liquids, so the liquid apply the force in the upward direction on that solids. Okay, and that force is known as buoyant force. Okay, buoyant force. Okay, so this force mostly acts in the opposite direction when any solid is immersed in the liquid. Okay, partially or fully immersed. Okay, so liquids try to apply the force in the opposite direction of that force of the solids. ऊपर से अगर मैं solid को अंदर डालता हूँ तो obviously that solid also apply the force on the liquid, but the liquid also apply the same force, okay, in the opposite direction. That force is known as buoyant force. Okay, the force which is applied by the liquids on the solids when that solids are immersed in liquids, so that force is known as buoyant force. Okay, buoyant force. And this force is mainly depends on the volume and an object and density of liquid. Okay, if more density of liquid is present, more force is applied on the object, and if the more volume of an object is present, more pressure is applied on the more force is applied on the liquid also. Okay, so whenever the volume is more, the more force applied on the liquids, and the opposite force, buoyant force, is also more applied by the liquids on that solids. Okay, so volume of an object and the density of liquid. Okay, more density, so more force, buoyant force. Okay, so whenever I see that, if you observe the sea saline water, okay, it is salted water. Okay, so density of the saline water is more as compared to the fresh water. Okay, so ships can easily just travel or move from one side to another side of the saline water. It is easy for ships, okay, because the density of that water is more. So whatever the weight of that ship, that gets balanced by the buoyant force which is applied by the sea water on the ship, okay, or submarines. Okay, सो ये जो चीज़ें बहुत अहमियत रखती है इन द केस ऑफ बियॉन्ड फोर्स. ओके, ताकि जब भी शिप्स बियॉन्ड फोर्स से मतलब बिकॉज बियॉन्ड फोर्स जो रहता है वो ज़्यादा अप्लाई करने से की वजह से वो ज़्यादा अंदर तक नहीं जाती है पानी के. ओके, ऊपर से तैर तैर के दूसरी जगह चली जाती है. ओके, सो देयर जर्नी विल बी ईजी. ओके, सो दिस इज बियॉन्ड फोर्स. Okay, it is less in the fresh water and it is more in the saline water, because the saline water is salted water and its density is more as compared to the fresh water. Okay, हम लोग fresh water से compare करेंगे तो उसकी density ज़्यादा रहती है. Okay, and this is buoyant force, which is very ample force whenever the object just get immersed in the liquid, any liquid, not just water. So that liquid just apply the force on that object in the forward direction, and that force is known as buoyant force. ये भी आपको याद रखना है. और कुछ एग्जाम्पल्स दिए रहेंगे. आई हैव नॉट रेड दैट लेसन परफेक्टली. ओके, मैंने आपका लेसन भी बहुत अच्छी तरह से नहीं पढ़ा है, मैं फ्रैंकली बोल रहा हूँ, बिकॉज कभी कभी टाइम का प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है. बट आई एम टेलिंग यू दिस. ओके, सो दिस इज द बियॉन्ड फोर्स विच जस्ट एक्ट इन द अपोजिट डायरेक्शन ऑफ द सॉलिड्स व्हेन इट गेट्स immersed in the liquid. Okay, and its quantity or its effects or its means some factors on which it depends, that are the two MP factors. So one is the volume of an object and the second is the density of liquid. Okay, एक तो volume एक object का है और दूसरा जो factor है वो density of an object. Okay, अगर वॉल्यूम ज़्यादा रहेगा तो उसके ऊपर जो फोर्स एक्ट होता है बियॉन्ड फोर्स, इट इज़ ऑल्सो, एंड दिस इज नोन एज बियॉन्सी. दिस इज नोन एज बियॉन्सी. ओके, बियॉन्सी, इट इज़ वन ऑफ द फिनोमेना. ओके, which is created, okay, which is created by the liquids. Okay, effects or force of liquid. Okay, so and the density of liquid. Okay, density. Okay, more density, more buoyant force is applied by the liquid on the solid. Okay, buoyancy or buoyant force इज डिफरेंट्स ऑन द डेंसिटी ऑफ लिक्विड. ओके, तो ये दो चीज़ें आप याद रखो, आपको ज़्यादा काम आएंगी. मेरे पास है क्या, आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल. ओके, इट इज़ वेरी एम्पी प्रिंसिपल बिकॉज द आर्किमिडीज इट गिव्स द some best concept. Okay, so when I immerse any object in the liquid, okay, so the weight of that object which is present inside the liquid is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by that object. Okay, so whenever I am going to dip an object, okay, fully immersed or a halfly immersed object, okay, whenever it is present, okay, when I dip that object in the liquid, the weight of that object which is present inside the liquid is equal to the volume or that weight of that liquid display by that object. Okay, and this principle, okay, is very MP principle in the construction of ships, of submarines, and then the some instruments like the lactometer, hygrometer. Okay, so these working of this instrument, it just depends on this Archimedes principle. Okay, Archimedes principle is very MP principle. So this principle is mostly applicable to all the submarines, okay, or all the ships, okay, or the instruments like this lactometer, okay, and the hygrometer. Okay, you know the meaning of lactometer. Okay, so milk is measured, okay, the purity of milk is measured. Okay, so many things are there, but I'm just not going to explain that thing, but you try to understand what is the Archimedes principle. So it is based on the beyond force. Okay, it is based on the beyond force. Okay, so beyond force means whenever any object is partially or fully immersed in the liquid, the weight of an object which is present inside the liquid is equal to the weight of the fluid displaced by that object. Okay, ये आपको आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल में दिया है, और कुछ चीज़ें रहेंगी तो मैं एक बार देख लेता हूँ. मेरे पास बुक है, शायद आई विल टेक दैट बुक राइट नाउ एंड आई डोंट माइंड. ओके, आई विल टेक द बुक. ओके, सो आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल आपको दिया है बियॉन्ड फोर्स. वन ऑफ द डायग्राम इज आल्सो देयर, यू कैन सी दिस डायग्राम. ओके, सो आई हैव दिस बुक एक्चुअली. ओके, so you can see this beyond force. Okay, it acts on an object. Okay, so whenever there is no liquid, you can see that that stone which is tied to the one of the thread, okay, it goes inside, okay, very inside. But whenever there is liquid and when I try to dip, it stay in the upward direction. So the reason in the place of these two, okay, you can see this one and this one, the reason is what? The beyond force is acting in the upward direction in the case of liquids when I just dip any stone. Okay, so यहाँ पे आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल आपको दे दिया है. So okay, when an object is partially or fully immersed in a fluid, the force of buoyancy acts on it in the upward direction. This force is equal to the weight of the fluid displayed by the object. Okay, buoyancy का force है. ये आप एक बार देख लो, आपको ये ज़्यादा काम आएगा. मेरे पास कुछ और पॉइंट्स है इसमें. the object floats if the beyond force. Okay, I want to explain this also. If the object floats, okay, if the force of buoyancy is more than the weight of an object, the object floats on the surface of the fluid. Okay, if the force of buoyancy is more than the weight of an object, okay, and object sinks to the bottom of the liquid if the weight of an object is more than the force of buoyancy. Okay, and if object remain in the middle part of the liquid, okay, or fluid, when the force of buoyancy is half of the weight of the object. Okay, ऐसे ही कुछ concept यहाँ पे मुझे दिए शायद. Okay, so ये आप एक बार देख लो. The object sinks if the buoyant force is smaller than its weight. The object floats inside the liquid if the buoyant force is equal to its weight. Okay, and both forces are equal, then it stay in the liquid, middle part of liquid, and it floats in the liquid. Okay, and it stay on the surface of liquid when the buoyant force is more than the weight of an object. Okay, ये कुछ चीज़ें आप अच्छी तरह से एक बार देख लो. मेरे पास तीन ही चीज़ें. When the weight of an object is less than the force of buoyancy, it just floats over the surface of liquid. When the weight of object is more than the force of buoyancy, it just sinks at the bottom of the liquid or the fluid. And when the weight of object is equal to the force of buoyancy, it just stay in the liquid and it just float in the middle part of the liquid. Okay, तो ये मेरे पास तीन concept है. And after this Archimedes principle मैंने बताया when an object is fully or partially immersed in a liquid, the weight of an object which is present in a liquid is equal to the weight of liquid display or weight of fluid display by that object. Okay, so ये कुछ चीज़ें आपको याद रखनी है. और ये सारी की सारी कंसेप्ट जो है अपने आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल है, इट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन द फोर्स ऑफ बुयांसी. ओके, और बियॉन्ड फोर्स. ओके, आपको ये दो चीज़ें याद रखनी है. और यहाँ पे ऑलमोस्ट दिस लेसन इज ऑलमोस्ट कंप्लीटेड. एंड लास्ट पॉइंट्स, ओके, व्हाट इज द यूज ऑफ आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल इन द कंस्ट्रक्शन ऑफ शिप्स एंड सबमरीन्स, then lactometer, hygrometer and such type of instruments. Then density is always equal to mass upon volume. So density is directly proportional to mass. Mass is measured, okay, mass is measured in kilograms, okay, and weight is measured in the newtons. So directly proportional volume, okay, inversely proportional to the volume, okay. Relative density, it is the ratio of density of solid, density of substance or solid, okay, density of solid or substance, okay, एंड डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर, ओके. तो ये कुछ चीज़ें जो आपको आपके न्यूमेरिकल सॉल्व करते टाइम काम आने वाली. तो यहाँ पे मैंने ये जो लेसन था मेरी तरफ से आई हैव ट्राई टू एक्सप्लेन इट, एंड आफ्टर दिस वी आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व द एक्सरसाइज ऑफ दिस लेसन. आपको कुछ भी डाउट्स रहेंगे तो प्लीज़ डू कमेंट्स. आई ट्राई एट माई बेस्ट. यू जस्ट डू द स्टडी प्रॉपरली each and every point from this lesson, because the practice and the study, both things are very essential things whenever we are going to prepare for any lesson, okay. So let's have a look on it. आप एक बार देख लो इसको. अभी हम लोग इसकी एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व करते हैं एंड देन विल कंप्लीट दिस लेसन. ओके, तो हम लोग एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व करेंगे. इसकी बहुत छोटी एक्सरसाइज है. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन है फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स, ओके, और चूज द करेक्ट अल्टरनेटिव जैसे बोलते हैं हम लोग, एंड मैच द पेयर सेकेंड, ओके. तो दो पहले सॉल्व करते हैं, बाकी बाद में कर देंगे. द एस आई यूनिट ऑफ द फोर्स, आई नो दैट इट इज न्यूटन, ओके. एस आई यूनिट ऑफ फोर्स इज व्हाट, न्यूटन. उसको एन से, कैपिटल एन से रिप्रेजेंट कर दें. द एयर प्रेशर ऑन आवर बॉडी इज इक्वल टू एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. आप चाहे तो देख लो, ये में यहाँ पे ऑप्शंस नहीं लिखे मैंने, आपको चूज करने हैं. फॉर अ गिवन ऑब्जेक्ट द बियॉन्ड फोर्स इन लिक्विड्स ऑफ डिफरेंट डेंसिटी, यहाँ पे डेंसिटी इज डिफरेंट, ओके, डिफरेंट डेंसिटी इज डिफरेंट, ओके, ओके, अलग डेंसिटी अलग फोर्स. द एसआई यूनिट ऑफ प्रेशर इज न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वेयर. यू नो दैट न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वेयर, बिकॉज यू नो दैट प्रेशर इज इक्वल टू फोर्स अपॉन एरिया. फोर्स इज न्यूटन एंड एरिया इज मीटर स्क्वेयर, ये आपको पता है, ओके. तो चलो मैंने एक फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन तो सॉल्व कर दिया, इसमें कोई बड़ी बात नहीं थी. मैं सेकंड क्वेश्चन मैच द पेयर्स फ्लूइड में बोलता हूँ, और बाद में ब्लंट नाइफ. मुझे पहले ब्लंट नाइफ का ना मैं करता हूँ, लोअर प्रेशर रहेगा इसका, ताकि ये ब्लंट है. शार्प नीडल हायर प्रेशर रहेगा, ओके. सो मैं शार्प नीडल हायर प्रेशर. फ्लूइड जो रहते हैं सेम प्रेशर इन ऑल डायरेक्शन. फ्लूइड क्या करते हैं, सेम प्रेशर इन ऑल डायरेक्शन लगा देते हैं, ओके. रिलेटिव डेंसिटी को हम लोग बोलते हैं स्पेसिफिक डेंसिटी भी बोलते हैं कभी भी. एंड दिस हेक्टोपास्कल, इट इज़ द एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर, इट इज़ मेजर और इट इज़ यूनिट ऑफ एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर, ओके. तो ये मेरे आंसर्स, ओके. तो मैं वापस यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ, चाहिए तो आपको डाउट रहेगा तो. फर्स्ट मेरा फ्लूइड, तो उसको मैं बोलूँगा सेम प्रेशर इन ऑल डायरेक्शन, सेम प्रेशर इन ऑल डायरेक्शंस, ओके. सेम प्रेशर इन ऑल डायरेक्शंस, ओके. ये मेरा फर्स्ट आएगा. सेकेंड जो मेरा है ब्लंट नाइफ, ब्लंट नाइफ मैं लिख के दिखाता हूँ आपको यहाँ पे वापस. तो ब्लंट नाइफ मेरे पास लोअर प्रेशर आएगा, कम प्रेशर लगेगा, ताकि उसकी जो शार्पनेस है बहुत कम रहेगी. देन मेरे पास शार्प नीडल रहेगा, शार्प नीडल हाई प्रेशर रहेगा, ओके, हायर प्रेशर रहेगा, ओके. ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा प्रेशर लगाएगी और बहुत ज़्यादा प्रेशर लगेगा, हायर प्रेशर रहेगा, ओके. देन मेरे पास रहेगा फोर्थ रिलेटिव डेंसिटी. रिलेटिव डेंसिटी अगर आप इसको सही तरीके से लेसन पढ़ते हो तो उसको ही हम लोग स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी बोलते हैं, उसको बोलते हैं स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी, ओके. इसको स्पेसिफिक ग्रेविटी बोला जाता है. एंड मेरे पास फिफ्थ जो क्वेश्चन है मेरे पास हेक्टोपास्कल. ये एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर का यूनिट है हेक्टोपास्कल, ओके. मैंने देखा था अभी एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर. एटमॉस्फेरिक प्रेशर इज मेजर इन हेक्टोपास्कल, ओके, प्रेशर. तो ये मेरे रहे मैच द पेयर्स, ओके. तो इस तरह आपको सॉल्व कर देना है और ये बहुत ही ईजी है. ये दो क्वेश्चंस मैंने आपके साथ डिस्कस किए. अभी बचे हुए क्वेश्चन डिस्कस करते हैं एंड देन विल कंप्लीट दिस लेसन. Okay, so we'll discuss the next question. In the next question, okay, see the answer in brief, okay. A plastic cube is released in water. Will it sink or come to the surface of water? मेरे पास एक प्लास्टिक क्यूब है, उसको मैंने पानी के अंदर छोड़ दिया. तो पानी के ऊपर रहेगा कि पानी के अंदर जाएगा, ओके. मुझे अभी तय करना है, इसको डिसाइड करना है, मुझे बताना है, ओके. सो आई विल आंसर दिस सोल्यूशन. मैं यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ, आपको भी पता है, इट विल कम टू द सरफेस, ओके. सो द weight of plastic cube, the weight of a plastic cube, okay, or plastic cube only, the weight of a plastic cube plastic cube, the weight of a plastic cube, या plastic और cube अलग है, is less than the density of water. Okay, the weight of plastic cube is less than density of water. Second thing, therefore the buoyant force applied, therefore the buoyant okay, you know, buoyant force applied by water is more and ओके मोर, मैं मोर ही लिख देता हूँ, इसके आगे कुछ नहीं लिखता हूँ, इसको मैं यहाँ पे रफ करता हूँ, इज मोर. ओके, मैं 2 पॉइंट मैंने बना दिया. ओके, द buoyant force applied by water is more. और थर्ड, due to this or therefore due to this the plastic cube come to the surface of water. The plastic cube or a plastic cube will come to the surface of water. ये मैं इतना ही लिख देता हूँ, मुझे और कुछ लिखना है तो आप लिख दो. ओके, द वेट ऑफ अ प्लास्टिक क्यूब इज लेस देन द डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर, द buoyant फोर्स अप्लाइड बाय वाटर इज मोर, ड्यू टू दिस द प्लास्टिक क्यूब विल कम टू द सर्फेस ऑफ वाटर. आपको और कुछ पॉइंट्स ऐड करने तो आप ऐड कर सकते हैं, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके, आप कर सकते हो. ओके, इफ यू वांट टू ऐड सम मोर पॉइंट्स इन दिस केस you can try to add this. Okay, because this is possible. Okay, so if I compare the weight, उसको mass बोलते हैं actually, लेकिन weight ही word सही है because weight is one of the type of force and the buoyant force is also one of the type of force, so the reaction and action both will be the same, and that's why this is happening. Okay, like this you can write. Okay, why do the load carrying heavy vehicles have large number of wheels? You know that load carrying vehicles, they have the 8 or 10 number of wheels. Okay, big size wheels. What is the reason? Okay, सो द लोड कैरिंग व्हीकल्स जो रहते हैं उनके अंदर ज़्यादा लोड रहते हैं. ओके, सो आई कैन राइट लाइक दिस सोल्यूशन. ओके, इट इज़ माई ट्राई, यू ट्राई एट योर बेस्ट. आई डोंट नो सोल्यूशंस विच आर गिवन इन योर डाइजेस्ट फर्स्ट थिंग बिकॉज आई डोंट हैव डाइजेस्ट एट दिस मोमेंट. ओके, सो फर्स्ट आई कैन राइट, वाई डू द लोड कैरिंग हेवी व्हीकल्स हैव लार्ज नंबर ऑफ व्हील्स? ओके, इन लोड कैरिंग in the load carrying vehicles, okay, the weight of load is very high. Okay, is very high. Okay, or is very high. The load in the load carrying vehicles, the weight of load is very high. Or you can write the load carrying vehicles are carrying heavy weight material. Okay, carrying heavy weight material, ऐसा लिख दो चलेगा. Okay, second, the heavy weight applied pressure on the wheels of vehicle. Okay, of vehicle. Okay, to balance the weight applied by load, there is need of more pressure in the wheels. So to maintain weight balance and the pressure in vehicle, more wheels are added. More wheels are attached or are present in the load carrying vehicle. Okay, सो दिस इज माई ट्राई. मैंने ट्राई किया इसको लिखने का. आप इससे अलग लिखो, आपके पास डाइजेस्ट रहेगा तो यू कैन प्रिपेयर द डाइजेस्ट ऑल्सो. आई विल नॉट से दैट डाइजेस्ट आर नॉट गुड. ओके, मैं ऐसे नहीं बोलूँगा. कोई तो परफेक्ट इंसान लिख के उनको बनाता है, इसलिए. बट इन द लोड कैरिंग व्हीकल द वेट ऑफ द लोड इज वेरी हाई. द हेवी वेट अप्लाइड प्रेशर ऑन द व्हील्स ऑफ द व्हीकल. टू बैलेंस द वेट ऑफ अप्लाइड लोड देर इज नीड ऑफ मोर प्रेशर इन द व्हील्स. To maintain the weight balance and the pressure in the vehicle, more wheels are present in the load carrying vehicle. Okay, तो मैंने मेरी तरह से लिखा. This is my try, this is also my try. You will try at your best. Okay, and you can solve better than this if you possible, or you will must. आप लोग कर सकते हो. Okay, तो ये मैंने पहले 2 क्वेश्चन को सॉल्व किया. अभी बाकी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करते हैं and we'll try to complete this lesson as early as possible, this exercise as early as possible. Okay, so we'll discuss the next questions remaining from this question number 3. How much pressure do we carry on our heads? Okay, why don't we feel it? Okay, एक क्वेश्चन है, कितना प्रेशर हम लोग कैरी करते हैं हमारे सर के ऊपर. आई थॉट इट इज 10,000 न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर. ओके, इतना प्रेशर हम लोग कैरी करते हैं. एग्जैक्टली आई डोंट नो. सो ये आपके लिए मैं छोड़ रहा हूँ फर्स्ट. ओके, हाउ मच प्रेशर. ओके, ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट आप लिखोगे. ओके, हाउ मच. ओके, सो आई थॉट 10,000 न्यूटन मीटर स्क्वायर पर मीटर स्क्वायर, न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर, इतना प्रेशर हम लोग कैरी करते हैं हमारे हेड्स के ऊपर. बट वाई डोंट वी फील, उसका मैं आपको आंसर बताता हूँ. आवर बॉडी कैविटीज आर फिल्ड विथ एयर एंड और आर्टरीज एंड वेंस आर फिल्ड विथ ब्लड. ओके, और बॉडी कैविटीज ओके, बॉडी कैविटीज आर फिल्ड with air. Okay, yeah, and arteries veins filled with blood. Okay, blood. So pressure at the pressure produced or generated. Okay, generated by our body cavities, then arteries and veins balance the pressure, balance the atmospheric pressure, okay, pressure. So we don't feel it. Okay, so we don't feel it. Okay, तो मेरा so we don't feel it. Okay, so we don't feel it. Okay, तो ये मेरा आंसर आएगा. First 10,000 न्यूटन पर मीटर स्क्वायर. I think so, as per my memory it was given. Okay, if it is given in book, you please check it. ये आपको फील करना है. और बॉडी कैविटीज आर फिल्ड विथ एयर एंड आर्टरीज वेंस फिल्ड विथ द ब्लड. The pressure generated by our body cavities, arteries and veins balance the atmospheric pressure, so we don't feel it. Okay, ये मेरा solution यहाँ पे मैंने लिख दिया. First आपको लिखना है कितना प्रेशर हम लोग कैरी करते हैं. ओके, why does it happen? ऐसा क्यों होता है? हम लोग बोलते हैं ये क्यों होता है, उसका पीछे रीजन रहेगा, वो देखेंगे हम लोग. A ship dips to a larger depth in the fresh water as compared to the marine water. मैंने इसका रीजन आपको बताया था पहले ही. The density of marine water is more as some dissolved salts are present in the water. Okay, and the density of the fresh water is less as compared to the marine water because no dissolved salts are present in the fresh water. Therefore, due to the difference in densities, okay, between the marine water and the fresh water, a ship dips a larger depth in the fresh water as compared to the marine water. Okay, so in this way you have to write. So I will solve this. The density of marine water is more than fresh water as some dissolved salts are present in marine water. Dissolved salts are present in marine water. Okay, if the density is more, okay, I will write if the density is more. Okay, the second reason, if the density is more, okay, more beyond force is applied by fluids. So in the case of marine water, more beyond force is applied on ships, okay, as compared to the fresh water, to the fresh water. So okay, last, okay, why ships dips a larger depth in fresh water as compared to, so the density of marine water is more than the fresh water, as some dissolved salts are present in the marine water. Okay, dissolved salts are present in the marine water. Okay, I'm writing water here, water. Okay, if the density is more, the more beyond force is applied by fluids. So in the case of marine water, more beyond force is applied on the ships as compared to the fresh water. So the ships dips to a larger depth in the fresh water as compared to the marine water. ओके, आपका आएगा सोल्यूशन. ओके, तो मैंने ये लिखा वाई डज इट हैपन. इसकी कुछ क्वेश्चंस बचे, हम लोग देख लेंगे एंड देन विल मूव टुवर्ड्स द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चंस. ओके, okay, so we'll discuss about the next questions. Fruits can be easily cut with the sharp knife. Okay, तो ये फर्स्ट डिस्कस करते हैं हम लोग. सोल्यूशन मैं लिखता हूँ इसका, आपको भी पता है, आप भी इजीली लिख सकते हो. The smaller the area, the larger pressure is applied on it. Okay, or the smaller the area, the more force is applied on it. Okay, so first आएगा, if the area is smaller, more pressure and force acts on it. Okay, second, okay, the sharp knife has smaller area. Okay, smaller area. Okay, the sharp knife has smaller area, therefore, and force acts on it is very high. Okay, due to high pressure and force, okay, fruits can be easily cut with sharp knife. Fruits can be easily cut with sharp knife. Okay, ये इस तरह का solution आपको लिखना पड़ेगा. You can write better than this if you have any good idea. Okay, the walls of a dam is broad at its base. Okay, so you know that dams are filled with the huge quantity of water. Okay, dams are filled with the huge quantity of water, and water applied more force at the bottom part of the dam. Water applied more force and pressure at the bottom part of the dam. Okay, to just maintain that huge pressure, more pressure and force, the walls of dam is broad at its base. Okay, broad, थोड़े बड़े बनाते हैं बेस के यहाँ पे. Okay, so first the dams are filled with with huge quantity of water, और large quantity of water आप लिख सकते हैं, quantity of water, you choose the correct word. Okay. Second, fluids applied more pressure at the bottom part of the dams. Okay, or fluids applied more pressure at bottom part of container. Okay, part of container, मैं container लिख रहा हूँ एक example के लिए. Similarly water applied more pressure at the bottom of the dam. So to maintain the pressure applied by water, the walls of a dam is broad at its base. The walls of a dam is broad at its base. Okay, so maintain this pressure. The walls of a dam is broad at its base. Okay, in this way you can write this. Okay, so this is the property of fluids apply the more pressure at the bottom of any container. Okay, so due to this the container part should be very strong, and that's why the walls of the dam are broad. Okay, broad मतलब थोड़े बड़े रहते. ओके, एज कम्पेयर टू द अपर पार्ट. ओके, तो ये आपको लिखना है. ये मेरा था क्वेश्चन नंबर बी. ये मेरे क्वेश्चन नंबर सी था, उसको मैंने सॉल्व किया. अभी डी क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे एंड बाद में जो टेबल्स दिए उनको सॉल्व करते, बाद में 3 न्यूमेरिकल से उनको सॉल्व करते और ये एक्सरसाइज हम लोग फिनिश कर देते. Okay, so we'll solve the next question, and the last question from the fourth question. If a stationary bus suddenly speeds up, passengers are thrown in the backward direction. Okay, so you know that when the bus is stationary, the passengers and bus is at the rest of inertia. Okay, is at the rest of inertia. Okay, when the bus is stationary. Okay, so first when the bus is stationary, okay, we write in proper way. The passengers and bus is or are at the state of inertia, are at the state of rest of inertia. Okay, second, but when bus suddenly speeds up, okay, the passengers are still in the state of inertia. The passengers are still in the state of inertia, in the state of rest of inertia. Okay, inertia, the inertia is the inherent property of a body, and okay, this is state of rest of inertia. This is the inherent property gained by the passenger's body. So passengers are thrown in the backward direction. So passengers are thrown in the backward direction as bus suddenly speeds up. Okay, so in this way you can write. If you want to write something different, then this you can try. Okay, you do. Okay, just these are the my थॉट्स और दीज आर दी माई अंडरस्टैंडिंग पॉइंट्स. ओके, ये मैंने जो अंडरस्टूड किया उससे लिख रहा हूँ. आपको अगर लग रहा है ये इससे अलग कुछ लिख सकते हो तो बिंदास लिख दो, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. ओके, सो दिस इज लास्ट, नो दिस इज द 5th क्वेश्चन. So complete the tables. Okay, this question is known as complete the tables. Okay, complete the tables. Okay, following tables means I'm writing tables only now. Okay, so mass is given, volume is given, and density is given. Okay, so you have to find the fill in the blanks. Okay, so you know that density is what? Mass upon volume. Okay, this is the formula. So mass upon volume will get density. Okay, so 350 divided by 175 you will get 2. You do this. Okay, you try to do this. Okay, 350 divided by 175 you will get 2. Okay, and now there are two things given. 190 is given. Okay, and 4 is given. Density is given. Okay, so density, you know that density 4, and I will tell you mass is what? Mass is not given. You have to find mass, and this 190 is given. So m is equal to 4 into 190. Okay, so this, okay, you have to multiply this. Okay, so 9 4s are 36, 3 is remaining. 9 4s are 36, and 4 1s are 4, and this 7. Okay, and this 0. Okay, 760. You try to do this. Okay, is it correct or not? Check it. Okay, maybe there may be sometimes problem. Okay, so this one. Okay, density of metal and density of water given. Okay, so you know that density of metal or density of water. Okay, so density of metal upon density of water, you get relative density. So 5 is there, so obviously here is 5 into 10 raised to 3, because 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 3 get cancelled. Okay, now 8.5 into 10 raised to 3, so here will be 8.5 only. No need to do calculation. Okay, because 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 3 get cancelled to each other. Okay, in this case. Okay, relative density don't have any unit. Okay, weight, area and pressure is given. Okay, so you know the pressure is equal to weight upon area. Weight means it is force. Okay, so force upon area. So pressure P, weight upon area. Okay, this is formula. Okay, in short, if I write like this. So now I have given, in the first case pressure is given, it is given 20,000, and weight is not given. We find area is given 0.04. so now weight is equal to 20,000 into 0.04. 4 to the 8, so here 800 aega. You try to do this. Okay, because 2 zeros point, there are 2 points, so that 2 points will give get cancel to 2 zeros. Okay, दो पॉइंट दो छोड़ के मैं यहाँ पे मतलब पॉइंट ले लूँगा, तो यहाँ पे 800 आएगा, 800 न्यूटन्स. ओके, अभी 800 आया. यहाँ पे मेरे को यहाँ पे सेकेंड में दिया है वेट एंड एरिया इज गिवन. ओके, weight and area both given. So weight 1500 and area given. Okay, so these 2 zeros and this will be 3. Okay, you try to do this. Okay, is it correct or not? You check it please. Okay, weight and area is given. Okay, weight is given, area is given. Okay, so pressure will be 3. So in this way you have to solve this. Okay, because the smaller area higher pressure is applied. You know these all things. Okay, and area is larger, less pressure is applied. Okay, so in this way you have to solve this. Okay, you have to complete, or you have to fill this table. Okay, so this is the question number 5 we have completed, and this is question number 4 we have completed, and now there is a last question, numericals based question, and now we are going to complete that question, and then this lesson will be completed. Okay, so we'll discuss remaining questions. See, the density of metal is 10.8 into 10 raised to 3 kilogram per meter cube. Find the relative density of metal. Okay, तो relative density निकालना है मुझे. Given मैं लिखता हूँ density of metal, it is given 10.8 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. Okay, so density of water you have to take yourself. Density of water अगर नहीं दिया रहेगा तो आपको लेना है. ओके, इट इज़ 1 into 10 raised to 3 kg per meter cube. ओके, देयरफॉर रिलेटिव डेंसिटी. ओके, आपको रिलेटिव डेंसिटी का फॉर्मूला मालूम है. डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू डेंसिटी ऑफ मेटल, डेंसिटी ऑफ मेटल अपॉन डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर. ओके, दिस इज फॉर्मूला डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर. ये फॉर्मूला यूज़ करो आप. सो 10.8 into 10 raised to 3 1 into 10 raised to 3. ओके, तो ये दोनों कैंसिल हो जाएंगे. इट इज़ 10.8. ओके, द रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ऑफ मेटल. देयरफॉर द रिलेटिव डेंसिटी ऑफ मेटल, the relative density of metal is 10.8. okay, ये आपका सोल्यूशन आएगा. वॉल्यूम ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट इज गिवन. ओके, सो सेकेंड हम लोग यहाँ पे आते सोल्यूशन. ओके, v is given, v given volume of an object 20 centimeter cube. okay, and m is given, it is given 50 gram. okay, then what is given? Density of water given. okay, density of water is given, it is 1 gram per cm cube. okay, per cm cube. okay, you write this line or you just write minus sign here, no problem. okay, both are same. okay, it is given, therefore density हम लोग निकालेंगे, density of metal निकालेंगे, density of metal. okay, so you know mass upon volume, m upon v. so it is m is 50 and v is 20, so it is 2 2s and 2 5s. okay, gram, and this is per centimeter cube. okay, so density, now the metal density is more than the density of water, therefore the density of metal, okay, density of metal is more than the density of water, density of water. so what is asked here? will the object float? okay, object यहाँ पे, सॉरी यहाँ पे ऑब्जेक्ट लिख दो, ऑब्जेक्ट लिखते हैं, मेटल नहीं ऑब्जेक्ट है. ओके, सो मेटल की जगह पे ऑब्जेक्ट डालते हैं, डेंसिटी ऑफ एन ऑब्जेक्ट, एन ऑब्जेक्ट करते हैं, एन ऑब्जेक्ट. ओके, देयरफॉर डेंसिटी ऑफ वाटर. ओके, देयरफॉर the object will sink in water, will sink in water. ओके, पानी के अंदर डूब जाएगा. ओके, इस तरह से आपको सॉल्व करना है. ये प्रॉब्लम नंबर था 6 and 7. and now we are going to solve the last problem of this exercise, and then we'll complete this lesson. okay, so we'll solve the last question of this exercise. okay, the volume of a plastic covered seal box is 350 centimeter cube. okay, solution I'm writing here, v is given 350 centimeter cube. the mass of box, the m is given 500 gram. okay, and will the box float on water or sink in water? what will be the mass of water displayed by the box? okay, ये निकालना है हम लोग, तो चलो इसको सॉल्व कर दे. फॉर डेंसिटी आई नो दैट डेंसिटी इज इक्वल टू मास अपॉन वॉल्यूम, मास अपॉन वॉल्यूम. ओके, सो इट इज मास इज 350, no 500, and this is 350. okay, 0 will get cancel. okay, it is 10 upon 7. okay, you know the unit, 10 upon 7. okay, this is 10 upon 7. I'm keeping as it is, so it is gram per cm cube. okay, this. okay, therefore the density of box, therefore the density of box is more than the density of water, density of water. so it will be sink in water, it will be sink in water. okay, ये मेरा फर्स्ट आ गया. अभी मुझे व्हाट विल बी द मास ऑफ वाटर डिस्प्ले बाय द बॉक्स, मुझे मास निकालना है. तो अभी मेरे पास और एक फॉर्मूला है यहाँ पे, आपने देखा रहेगा वॉल्यूम का. ओके, सो इफ़ आई एम रीअरेंज दिस. ओके, डेंसिटी का अगर मैं रीअरेंज करता हूँ, डेंसिटी को अगर मैं डेंसिटी मीन्स डेंसिटी ऑफ बॉक्स. ओके, इसको मैं रीअरेंज कर देता हूँ. ओके, सो 1 सेकेंड. ओके, सो यहाँ पे आप आर्किमिडीज प्रिंसिपल को यूज़ कर सकते हैं. 350 सेंटीमीटर क्यूब ये बॉक्स का वॉल्यूम है, उतना ही वाटर डिस्प्ले होने वाला है. सो यू कैन यूज़ दैट प्रिंसिपल, अदरवाइज यू कैन सॉल्व दिस. ओके, आई विल शो यू हाउ टू सॉल्व दिस, बट यू ट्राई, यू जस्ट चेक द सोल्यूशन विच इज़ करेक्ट एंड देन फॉलो, डोंट डू दिस. ओके, तो मैं वॉल्यूम ऑफ वाटर निकालूंगा v. ओके, तो मेरे पास आएगा ये डेंसिटी. ओके, डेंसिटी upon, okay, density, no, this is mass upon density, because if I rearrange this volume, okay, I want volume. okay, so this mass डेंसिटी विल कम है, मास अपॉन डेंसिटी. ओके, दिस विल बी मास अपॉन डेंसिटी. तो मैं इसको एक बार आपको सॉल्व करके दिखाता हूँ. मास अपॉन डेंसिटी. ओके, इट इज़ मास अपॉन डेंसिटी. ओके, सो यू विल गेट mass is given 500 gram and density of find it 10 upon 7. Okay, you take 10 upon 7 here. Okay, so you'll get 500 into, okay, this 7 go there and 10 here. Okay, so you'll get 350. Okay, this is a volume actually. Okay, cc. Okay, this is centimeter cube. Okay, cm cube. So this is given actually. Okay, this is original actually. Okay, so therefore according to Archimedes principle you can write this is already given, but I have shown just this. Therefore according to Archimedes principle. Okay, Archimedes principle, it is a principle. Okay, principle, the mass of water displayed, okay, is equal to the volume of box. Okay, volume of box. Therefore the mass of water is equal to 350 ग्राम. ओके, सो सेम आएगा ये. इस तरह से आपको सॉल्व करना है. मे भी अगर इसको कोई ऑप्शन है कुछ अलग सोल्यूशन दो, प्लीज चेक इट. ओके, आई जस्ट सजेस्ट यू. ओके, so at this point this exercise is completed and this lesson is completed. I have tried my best to explain this. I don't have digest, I am again repeating the same thing. And the solutions you have to recheck, you have to go through the book, you have to read the book, you have to check the points, and then you have to write these solutions. Okay, and don't try to do just copy paste, try to understand and try to write your own solutions. That will be better for you. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, subscribe and press the bell icon button so you will get the notification of upcoming videos on time. Thanks and keep watching. Within 10 days I am going to upload all the videos for all the lessons of science 8th standard. Okay, so keep watching. Have a nice time.